Ladies and gentlemen, you see how you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. It's not just about waking up early, but waking up with purpose. If you master your mornings, you'll find that everything else falls into place. Why? Because those first few hours are yours before the world demands your attention, before distractions pull you in 1,000 different directions. What do most people do when they wake up? They hit the snooze button, drag themselves out of bed, and start the day on someone else's terms, rushing to meet other people's expectations. That's not mastering your morning, that's surviving it. How you start your day has an incredible impact on the rest of it. Think of the first few hours after you wake up as a foundation. If it's solid, you can build a great day on top of it. But if that foundation is shaky, you're setting yourself up for a day filled with stress, distractions, and missed opportunities. The actions, thoughts, and habits you engage in when you first open your eyes affect everything from your mood to your productivity. That's why it's often said that the morning is the most critical time of the day. Many people tend to overlook the importance of this. They wake up, hit the snooze button multiple times, drag themselves out of bed, and start their day in a rush, often feeling reactive to everything that comes their way. They immediately dive into checking emails, social media, or dealing with other people's demands before they've even taken a moment for themselves. This sets a chaotic tone, leaving them feeling out of control from the very start. It's as though they're constantly playing catch-up rather than leading their own day. This reactive approach diminishes the sense of purpose and focus needed to thrive throughout the day. But there is another way, a way to reclaim your mornings and by extension your life. It's not just about waking up early. Waking up early is meaningless unless you wake up with intention. The moment you rise is a golden opportunity to set the stage for how you want the rest of your day to unfold. It's the time when you can establish mental clarity, physical energy, and emotional balance before the world starts making demands on you. By consciously deciding how to spend those first hours, you give yourself a head start. Imagine beginning your day with activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. You could take 15 minutes to read something that inspires you or challenges you intellectually. You might spend 10 minutes stretching, exercising, or going for a walk to generate energy and wake up your body. Or maybe you'll take some time to write down your goals, reaffirm your intentions, and visualize the outcomes you want to create. These simple, small actions create a buffer against the chaos of the world, allowing you to approach your day with a clear and focused mind. When you invest in your mornings, you build a foundation of calm, focus, and confidence. This sets you apart from the majority of people who stumble through their day without any real sense of direction or purpose. You take control of your mindset and, in turn, your actions. The world becomes something you engage with on your terms, rather than something that overwhelms you. As a result, you're more productive, more centered, and better equipped to handle challenges. It's important to remember that it's not about making radical changes overnight. Mastering your mornings is about building small, consistent habits over time. It's about progress, not perfection. Even if you start by just dedicating 10 or 15 minutes to yourself in the morning, that's a step in the right direction. Over time, these small shifts will add up, creating an unstoppable momentum that can transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. When you control how you start your day, you gain control over the trajectory of your life. Waking up early is often praised as the key to productivity, but it's not just about the time you get up, it's about waking up with purpose. There's a difference between simply waking up and truly starting your day with intention. Too often, people wake up out of habit or necessity, hitting snooze, dragging themselves out of bed, and stumbling into the day on autopilot. They're awake, but they're not fully engaged or present. This is where the power of purpose comes in. Waking up with purpose means you're not just physically getting out of bed, you're mentally and emotionally preparing yourself to take control of the day ahead. When you wake up with intention, you're clear about what you want to accomplish and how you want to feel throughout the day. Purpose acts as your guiding force. It gives you direction and helps you prioritize your energy, attention, and time. Without this sense of purpose, you're more likely to get swept away by distractions, other people's needs, or the unexpected chaos of life. Your morning can become reactive, where you're constantly responding to things as they come up rather than taking charge and moving through the day with focus. Purpose in the morning doesn't have to be grand or overwhelming. It's not about having every minute planned out or needing to accomplish massive goals before 9 a.m. It's about having a clear understanding of what you want from your day and setting a tone that supports that vision. Waking up with purpose can be as simple as starting the day with a quiet moment of reflection, setting an intention for how you want to feel, or writing down the top 3 things you want to achieve. It's about aligning your actions with your desires and values from the very beginning of the day. When you wake up with purpose, your actions are more intentional. You're less likely to waste time scrolling through your phone or doing things that don't add value to your life. Instead, you start your day with activities that energize you, inspire you, and set you up for success. For example, if you know that exercising in the morning makes you feel more focused and energized throughout the day, then waking up with purpose means prioritizing that workout, no matter what distractions might try to get in the way. Purpose also brings a sense of clarity to your mornings. You're not aimlessly going through the motions, but making conscious choices about how to use your time. With this clarity, you can approach the day with a mindset of abundance and opportunity rather than feeling overwhelmed by tasks or responsibilities. Purpose empowers you to take control of your time rather than letting external circumstances dictate your day. In addition to creating focus and clarity, waking up with purpose builds momentum. The way you start your day often carries through to the rest of your day. If you begin with intentional, purposeful actions, you're more likely to maintain that sense of drive and commitment throughout the day. Purpose fuels motivation, and motivation leads to action. Ultimately, waking up with purpose is about recognizing that your mornings are a powerful tool. When you make the conscious decision to rise with intention, you create a ripple effect that influences everything else in your life. It's about taking ownership of your day from the moment you open your eyes and making sure your actions reflect the life you truly want to create. Claiming your mornings means taking full ownership of your time before the rest of the world can interfere. It's about recognizing that the first hours of the day belong to you, and it's a critical opportunity to invest in yourself before external demands and distractions take over. Most people fall into the trap of waking up and immediately reacting to their surroundings, checking emails, scrolling through social media, or rushing into tasks that need to be done. In doing so, they give away their time and attention without first nurturing their own needs or goals. When you claim your mornings, you put yourself first and set a proactive tone for the day. The essence of claiming your morning is about creating a buffer between yourself and the outside world. Before you dive into responsibilities or respond to other people's needs, you dedicate time to focus on your own growth, health, and mindset. Whether that's through physical exercise, reading, meditation, or goal setting, the point is to carve out uninterrupted time that's entirely yours. This creates a sense of control and stability that carries through the rest of the day, empowering you to approach challenges with confidence and a clear mind. One of the most common pitfalls people face is starting their day in a reactive state. The moment they wake up, they're bombarded with notifications, messages, and tasks that require their attention. This instantly puts them in a mode of responding to other people's needs rather than focusing on their own priorities. Instead of letting external factors dictate your morning, it's essential to reclaim that time for yourself by setting boundaries. This could mean staying off your phone for the first hour, avoiding work-related tasks, or dedicating time to activities that center and energize you. By doing so, you create a mental space where you can focus on what matters most to you, rather than being pulled in 100 different directions. Claiming your morning also helps to build discipline and self-awareness. When you consistently dedicate time to yourself each morning, you cultivate habits that align with your long-term goals. It's a practice of showing up for yourself every day, even when you don't feel like it. Whether you're working on personal development, fitness, or simply practicing gratitude, the routine of investing in yourself each morning strengthens your willpower and reinforces a positive mindset. You'll find that over time, these small, consistent actions compound into significant growth, both personally and professionally. Furthermore, when you start your day with intention, you're better equipped to handle the inevitable challenges that will come your way. Life is full of unexpected events and distractions, but when you've taken the time to center yourself in the morning, you're more resilient and less likely to be thrown off course. You've already set the tone for your day, and that mindset helps you navigate obstacles with greater ease and clarity. Claiming your mornings isn't about adding more tasks to an already busy schedule. It's about creating a routine that nourishes your body, mind, and spirit. It's a proactive approach to living, where you take responsibility for your time and make conscious decisions that support your growth and well-being. Instead of rushing into the day feeling overwhelmed or scattered, you enter each morning with purpose and control. Ultimately, the morning is your time to build a foundation for the rest of the day. When you claim it for yourself, you ensure that you're starting from a place of strength, clarity, and intention. You set the stage for a productive and fulfilling day by prioritizing your own well-being first. The concept of small, consistent actions creating momentum is one of the most powerful and practical ideas for achieving success. We often believe that major achievements require massive efforts, but the truth is, it's the accumulation of small, everyday actions that lead to big changes over time. Consistency rather than sporadic bursts of effort is what drives real progress. When applied to your mornings, this principle means that the simple routines you establish, no matter how small, can build an unstoppable momentum that will carry you through the day and ultimately your life. It's easy to overlook the significance of small actions because they seem insignificant in the moment. A short morning workout, 5 minutes of meditation, or reading just a few pages of a book doesn't feel like it's making much of a difference. But over time, these small efforts compound. Imagine if you read just 10 pages of a book every morning. It doesn't feel like much at first, but in a month, you've read 300 pages. In a year, you've read several books. The same applies to exercising or practicing any skill. By taking small, consistent steps, you're building a foundation that leads to exponential growth over time. One of the reasons small actions are so effective is that they are sustainable. Big changes often feel overwhelming and are difficult to maintain. People who set overly ambitious goals like waking up 2 hours earlier, running 5 miles every morning, or trying to meditate for an hour tend to burn out quickly. When the goals feel too large, the motivation fades and soon they return to old habits. On the other hand, small actions are manageable, easy to fit into your daily routine, and don't require extreme effort or motivation. This makes it easier to stick with them, which is the key to building lasting habits. Another benefit of small actions is that they build confidence. When you set small, achievable goals and meet them consistently, you start to trust yourself more. Each small victory reinforces your belief that you can take control of your life, and this belief builds momentum. Over time, these small successes create a ripple effect, making it easier to tackle bigger challenges and goals. Every time you honor your commitment to these small actions, you strengthen your discipline and self-confidence. Momentum is powerful because it makes things easier as you go. When you start a new habit, it requires effort and conscious thought. But as you repeat the behavior day after day, it becomes automatic. What once felt like a challenge becomes second nature. For example, if you make a habit of waking up just 15 minutes earlier every day to work on something important to you, it might feel hard at first. But as the days pass, you'll find it easier and easier to wake up at that time, and eventually you won't even think about it. The initial effort fades and the habit takes over. The momentum you build from small, consistent actions also helps you overcome resistance. There will always be days when you don't feel like sticking to your routine. But once you've built momentum, it's harder to stop than to keep going. The act of showing up, even when you don't feel like it, becomes a natural part of your day. In the grand scheme of things, it's not about doing extraordinary things every morning. It's about doing ordinary things consistently. These small actions, when compounded over time, become the extraordinary results you seek. They provide the foundation for everything else you do in your life. By mastering the power of small, consistent actions, you'll find that momentum builds naturally and success becomes not a distant goal, but an inevitable outcome. When you control your mindset, you control your destiny. This concept is fundamental because the way you think influences every decision, every action, and every reaction in your life. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it can either empower you or limit you. Mastering your mornings is a powerful way to take control of your mindset, which ultimately affects the trajectory of your day and, by extension, your life. Every day brings with it a series of challenges, opportunities, and unknowns. How you approach these depends largely on your mental state when you start the day. If you wake up feeling rushed, stressed, or overwhelmed, that mindset is likely to carry into everything you do. You might feel reactive, scattered, or easily frustrated, and that negativity influences your decisions and your ability to handle adversity. On the other hand, if you wake up with clarity, focus, and a positive attitude, you're better equipped to navigate the day with resilience and purpose. You're less likely to be thrown off by setbacks and more likely to find solutions and seize opportunities. Controlling your mindset begins with creating a morning routine that sets you up for success. This means dedicating the first part of your day to activities that center and ground you, helping you develop a proactive rather than reactive attitude. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, exercise, or simply taking a few minutes to set your intentions for the day, these practices give you control over how you think and feel before the external world starts to influence you. By doing this consistently, you begin to shape your mindset to align with your goals and values, rather than allowing circumstances or outside forces to dictate how you feel. When you master your mornings, you cultivate a mindset of abundance, focus, and growth. You approach your day with a sense of purpose and optimism, knowing that you are in control of how you respond to the world. This mindset empowers you to act with intention rather than letting life happen to you. Instead of getting caught up in distractions, doubts, or negativity, you stay focused on what truly matters. You're able to prioritize your tasks, make decisions more confidently, and approach challenges with a problem-solving attitude. Additionally, mastering your mindset in the morning gives you the mental resilience to handle stress and adversity throughout the day. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. However, when you've already cultivated a strong, positive mindset, these obstacles are less likely to derail you. You're better equipped to maintain a sense of calm and focus, and you can keep moving forward, even when things don't go according to plan. This resilience is key to long-term success because it enables you to stay consistent and committed to your goals, no matter what challenges arise. Controlling your mindset doesn't just affect your productivity, it shapes your overall quality of life. When you start your day in control of your thoughts and emotions, you're more likely to experience joy, gratitude, and fulfillment throughout the day. You begin to notice opportunities rather than obstacles and appreciate the progress you're making, no matter how small. This shift in perspective allows you to live more fully in the present moment, while also staying focused on your long-term goals. Ultimately, controlling your mindset is about taking responsibility for your own experience of life. It's about recognizing that while you can't always control what happens to you, you can control how you respond. When you master your mornings and take charge of your mindset, you unlock the potential to shape your destiny and create the life you truly want. The first hour of your day is often referred to as the rudder of the day because it steers the course of everything that follows. Just like a rudder determines the direction of a ship, how you spend your first hour sets the tone, mindset, and momentum for the rest of your day. If you start off strong, calm, and focused, that energy is likely to carry through the day. On the other hand, if your first hour is chaotic or unfocused, you might find yourself struggling to regain control. The reason the first hour is so important is that it's the time when your mind is most fresh and impressionable. When you wake up, your brain is in a highly receptive state, absorbing stimuli and setting the mental framework for the day ahead. If the first thing you do is check your phone, scroll through social media, or dive into work emails, you're immediately allowing external factors to dictate your mood and focus. You become reactive, letting whatever you encounter first shape your thoughts and feelings. This makes it harder to regain control later in the day because your mind has already been pulled in multiple directions. By consciously designing your first hour, you take control of that mental state and ensure that you're starting the day on your terms. This could mean dedicating time to activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul, such as meditation, exercise, reading, or goal setting. These actions help create a sense of calm, clarity, and purpose. You're essentially giving yourself a mental warm-up, setting the stage for productivity, focus, and positive energy throughout the day. One of the key benefits of owning your first hour is that it builds a proactive mindset. Instead of letting the day happen to you, you're taking charge and shaping it from the moment you wake up. This sense of control reduces stress because you're not immediately overwhelmed by the demands and distractions that inevitably come later. You've created a buffer that allows you to approach your tasks and responsibilities with intention and focus. When you start the day in this way, you're more likely to stay on track and less likely to get sidetracked by unimportant things. The activities you choose during this first hour don't have to be complicated or time-consuming. It's about consistency and intentionality. Whether you spend time journaling about your goals, practicing gratitude, or doing a quick workout, the point is to engage in actions that align with the person you want to be and the life you want to create. These small, consistent habits compound over time, not only setting you up for a successful day, but for a successful life. Starting the day with a well-designed first hour also helps you build momentum. Once you've taken time to focus your mind and body, you're already ahead of the game. This creates a sense of accomplishment before the day has even begun, boosting your confidence and making it easier to tackle more challenging tasks. That momentum carries forward, helping you stay productive and engaged throughout the day. Moreover, the first hour is also an opportunity for reflection and planning. Taking a few minutes to review your goals, set your priorities, or visualize your success can dramatically increase your focus and efficiency. You're not just reacting to what comes your way, you're actively steering your day toward what matters most to you. This ensures that you're not just busy, but productive in a meaningful way. In the long run, mastering your first hour becomes a habit that influences everything else in your life. It's a simple but powerful practice that, when done consistently, leads to greater clarity, productivity, and fulfillment. By steering your day with purpose and intention from the very beginning, you gain control over your direction and ultimately your destiny.